We saw one of
Yeah.
them on the podium today in Cash Cleveland, who is a walk-on, a preferred walk-on freshman. I think that's going to change here in a bit soon. Just as long as he continue to play as well as he's played last game, he's going to be competing with Hank Zelinskis for that starting spot permanently, I would think. But I did see something. I love the mindset of Cash Money Cleveland. Is Coach Prime called the starting? He probably did this on purpose too, but he called a starting offensive line and said, "You start the offensive line. Y'all come up," and I think he had them address the team and kind of break down the team. I was looking to see would Cash or Hank step up and be in that starter, because me personally, if it's not solidified who's the starter, I'm stepping up there. It should have been 7 or 8 guys stepping up when he said my starting offensive line, right? But I saw the young fella, Cash Cleveland, step up, and he was in the middle of that circle. So that lets you know his mindset. Hey man, I'm not here to be a backup. I'm here to play. I'm here to play right now. How important is that for Cash Cleveland to have that mindset, and for other freshmen out there to see Cash Cleveland playing a significant role with the Colorado Buffaloes at 7-2 right now?
Yeah, I think it's huge. And you look at Coach Prime has mentioned it several times. He goes, look, we play our freshmen, and I don't care if you're a walk-on or what. He goes, if you're one of our best, we will play you. And Cash Cleveland is another example of that. He doesn't care that he's a walk-on. Like, look, freaking snap the ball to the quarterback, and do it on time. I don't care if you're a walk-on. And that's the mindset that they've got. That's what Cash has got. And he's earned that spot. I mean, he's been a guy that just comes and works. And Phil Lodeholt said today that he was Cash Cleveland's one of our best guys in the classroom. So we, in the meeting room, things like that. And that he goes, I know he's going to know what to do, that he's going to be ready to go. And we're watching Cash on when you watch the game, like he's sitting there pointing, doing all this stuff. He go there, do all this stuff. It's like, okay,
that's what you want to see from a center.
He's directing, right?
Control, dog, direct. Yeah.
They've also been careful to say, look, Hank Zelinskis is still, he's a really good football player, but he's clearly having snap issues.
Yeah.
I asked Phil Lodeholt what's going on with that, and he said, I don't really know, which was surprising to me. But he goes, I don't know if it's nerves, if it's being on the road or whatever. But he goes, we got to get that figured out. And they haven't had that with Cash, and so if Cash can keep doing what he's doing, whoever plays center though, this is going to be a tough matchup. I mean, the one thing Utah has is some big boys and some really good boys in the trenches on defense. And so
all the time, defense and offense.
Yeah.
And they have several from out here in Hawaii too.
Yes.
Probably the most in the Big 12 on their team from out here in Hawaii.
Yeah. If they're not at Utah, they're at BYU probably, right?
Right. BYU, Oregon.
Yeah. So this is going to be a tough one for whoever plays center. But I think at this point, Phil Lodeholt made a great point. He said, look, our quarterback trusts both of them, and that's a good thing. So Shedeur trusts both of them.
Right.
It's just a matter of you just got to snap it consistently, and Cash is the one doing that right now.
And I don't think that's a hit out on Hank, because you'll see running backs, if he doesn't make the right block or pass protection, they pull him out, doesn't the same thing. Well, you don't see a lot of that on other teams, probably on the offensive line, but here and on other teams where you have a lot of depth and competition, why not do that? If you're not on the same page for whatever reason, that could lead to a turnover, dog. We got to bring you out and see what's the problem, or get your mind right. And I said this during my live stream that I've been in a huddle on fields like Florida State or Florida or Georgia or Tennessee, and you look in some of these guys' eyes after the first snap, and it's like as they look like they got you know what I mean, silver dollars on their face. And some people handle the pressure a little bit different than others. And that's just simply what it is. That mindset, the understanding of where we are, and being able to calm down and understand what's going on and take control of the situation. Some guys can handle it better than others. So once again, I'm still not sure what's the situation with Hank. I'm just telling you about my experience.
Yeah. And I mean, it was almost a turnover the very first snap of the game the other day, right? And, there was a false start, and then the very first actual snap was too early, and hit off of Shador and was almost a fumble and put him behind the 8 ball right away. So yeah, you can't have those types of things. We saw it become a turnover against Arizona. Luckily they won 34-7. It didn't matter, but that's going to burn you in a bigger game. And Utah is a team, as much as I talk about on paper, it looks like CU should roll. You have to respect Utah's defense, and they got guys that can burn you if you make some mistakes like that. So yeah, you got to go with whoever you trust the most to make that snap.
All right. So if you guys are tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow right now, myself and Brian. Do I not have the graphic? Let me put this graphic up so y'all can see where y'all can follow us at. I'm a little bit late to the party, but here we go. BR Creators, make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, and such. Brian Howard at Brian Howard 33, Chico Cleveland on Twitter and such. Brian, what do you think those chances are, though, of actually? Let me see. What question did I not ask you?
By the way, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah,
you're not related to Cash, are you?
Cash, that's my little nephew, man. That's my nephew. I told everybody we don't look alike. Look at our smile.
That's right.
Isn't Cash always smiling on there?
Yeah.
That's my little nephew, man. Shout out to the family. You can check out the interview we did. I also have his mom, Miss Linda Heath, coming on Prime Parents soon, so y'all check that out. But yeah, man, you can see the athletic build.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
No, that's my guy though, man. Cash, came from IMG. I think they're going to be recruiting some more guys to come from IMG also. And based from just what you see and what you've heard out there, how do you feel about this recruiting stage coming up for Colorado in just a couple of weeks? How do you think that's going to look this season?
Yeah, I think it could be the best we've seen in a really long time. I mean, I think I've always thought that the one thing holding back some of these recruits is that they get excited about what Coach Prime is doing. You get excited about the sizzle, all that stuff. But I think the one thing holding people back was like, are you going to win? And now they're winning, and now people can say, "Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah." I mean, as much as you want to believe it, right? And trust in Coach Prime and all that stuff, people still want to see it. It's hard to believe in something you can't see sometimes, and now people see it and they're like, "Ooh, wow!"
That's called faith, right there, baby. That's called faith, right?
Yeah. Like, wait, Colorado might be in the playoff. Yeah. So I tell you what, this is a big month not only for CU to make a push and get in that Big 12 title game and maybe the college football playoff, but it's a big month for their future. If they can get in that playoff, open the door, because those recruits might start pouring in, and not just the high school guys, but you're going to see those transfer portal guys.
Yes,
they're going to be like, because we know, I'm getting ahead of myself with this comment, but we know there's going to be a lot of holes to fill after this season, right? The quarterback's leaving, most of the receivers are leaving, a lot of the guys on defense are leaving because they're graduating. So there's going to be a lot of holes to fill. If you're a transfer out there and you're a really good transfer, you're looking at Colorado saying, I can have all that stuff and win. Cool. Let's go there.
Make your pitch, Brian, right there, baby.